Okay, hello Brandon, how are you?
Hello, hello. How you doing?
It's good, I'm good, I'm good. Welcome to Todo de un poco, or you can call it all of a little. This
All
is a
right.
program of talks. It's not like in an interview, it's talk with different people and artists who I feel they have something to say, and this serves to share this. I would like to say you thank you because you said that you said our interview.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for having me.
I would like you to start with a small introduction about you, about what you do, where are you from, who you are, what you want to say.
Yeah, well, I grew up in Encinitas, California. It's a suburb north of San Diego, near the beach, and grew up surfing and playing sports. And then I went to college in Santa Barbara, and I took an acting class, and then everything kind of changed from there. I started auditioning for every student film and play, and fell in love with acting, and then moved to Los Angeles and started pursuing that. And then in the middle of that pursuit, I with all like the downtime in between jobs and all the uncertainty of like having to get acting jobs, I started to really dive in with music and really put in the work to hone my chops and be able to express myself creatively with music. And then yeah, for the past like 6 years, been just writing songs and building my catalog. And I just started releasing songs in 2019. It took me a while to get my music to a place where I was confident enough to share it, but now I'm finding a working with some good producers and recording some music that I'm proud of. And being an actor and knowing a lot of directors of photography and people with cameras, I like shooting music videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a little snapshot about me. Now I'm living in Silver Lake and still chasing the dream.
I watched that and I was thinking about that. You make a like a general introduction about you. You're incredible. you like you act and you make music and you produce music and it's like that's more that I want to do in my entire life.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you should do it. You're in Argentina?
Yeah, yeah. I'm from Argentina, San Juan.
Argentina, San Juan. Awesome.
Before I start like talking about your music and your acting, I have to ask you, where were you like on Tuesday? Like, I watched you on some Instagram stories on the beach, sandboarding, and I love that.
Oh yeah, that was a place. It's north of Malibu, and it's a huge sand dune. And I went up there with one of my friends and his son, and we were, yeah, it's north of Malibu, about like 15 minutes north. It's pretty incredible. And we were just riding boogie boards down the sand and taking some serious falls, and you'd like fall into sharp rocks. It wasn't the smartest thing, but we were having fun.
We don't have places like that here in Argentina, but I would like to visit that. There, like California, Los Angeles. Just I don't know how to pronounce that, but
Yeah,
uh,
no, you pronounced it right. Yeah.
okay. Well, tell me, when did you start acting?
I started when I was 20 years old, and I took an acting class, and then just kind of I was kind of trying to find my major and trying to find what I wanted to do, and nothing was really working out. And then I took a friend, knowing that I'm kind of like a zany, eccentric character. He told me to take an acting class, and then just kind of a light switch went on, and became really passionate about it, and made that my major, and then graduated with an acting degree in college. So that's what I was doing. So yeah, when I was 21, I think.
Now you are. How old are you?
Now I just turned 33.
33.
33. Yeah.
13 years. Like,
13 years of doing it. It's been a wild ride.
yeah, man. It's like it's not like a long time, and you're so good acting. I have to
Oh,
say that.
oh, thank you, man. I'm glad you think so. You like those you like the commercials?
Alright, you guys are in for a treat. This is some lo-fi naked. See, nice and wet.
Hey! This aggression will not stand, man. Why don't you guys try this?
Yeah, I love the fucking Witsy commercials, and I say that with my friends and with all my classmates, and I love that. It's
No
like
way. You're
so
showing it,
funny.
you're showing it to your friends down in Argentina.
Yeah, here in Argentina, like cannabis, it's not legal.
So it makes it even more appealing. Like, oh, look, they're doing weed commercials. It's kind of a new thing.
Yeah, it's like crazy, but we love that. It's like funny here.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I like doing just silly comedic characters. I grew up loving Chris Farley and Will Ferrell and that kind of over the top big humor. So I'm able to do that with these commercials, which is fun. Just go over the top and just be a little wild. So it's kind of these commercials lends itself to that, and yeah, it's been fun.
I was thinking like your type of acting, you're like, I don't know, the actor of Hangover.
Oh, The Hangover. Oh, Bradley Cooper.
No, no, not Bradley Cooper. It's like the
What?
other actor.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Brother. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's
I
hilarious.
Yeah, I think that your humor, it's like it's not the same, but it's similar, and I love that.
Oh yeah, man. I love that kind of humor. It's just very bizarre in a way. It's just kind of fun and over the top.
It's like I don't have the word, but
I like so many actors just try to make it real or make it like very normal or interesting. It's like, yeah, it's real, but is it interesting? It's not. Like when people, as soon as something just becomes a casual conversation, the audience members just kind of like tunes out. They'll pick up their phone and go on Instagram. What's it? But if something is big and bold and over the top, it can be more interesting, especially with comedy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you, but it's like character with casual things, but like person who's relaxed, who is so relaxed, and it's funny because no one is so relaxed. It's so much relaxed or act like that. I don't know if you
Yeah,
understand me.
I know what you're saying.
It's like that's the funny thing about that. I think that things that you do that makes that I like to watch the Witsy commercials.
How do you like it?
Yeah, and the things that you record. I were watching that. You're so good.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad we have a similar sense of humor.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like no, yeah, yeah. I don't know how I say why I said maybe, but yeah. Tell me how was like when Witsy tell you about that.
My manager got me the audition last September, which was kind of nice because with COVID and everything, the acting jobs weren't coming in. So that was the first time I got an audition in a long time. And it was weird because I did it over Skype, kind of like this, with the decision makers in the room, the director and the producer. And then from that, they just booked me from there, and then got to show up on set and do my thing.
It's like crazy about auditions now and before the like quarantine. It's like I don't know how it works, but it's crazy because
Yeah, that was new for me, but it's just so if a company like Weedsy, they're like, all right, we need a character like this, then they send out. There's a breakdown service, and they send out a message like, hey, we need this kind of actor, and then the agents and managers who get that breakdown, then they submit their talent, the actor they represent, and then they choose who they want to bring in the audition, and it's a whole process.
it's like it's weird. Now I want to connect that question with other question like if you describe the artist life in North America in one word or three, whatever you want, what would it be?
It's interesting. Interesting, wild, exciting. Gotta have persistence. I mean, I'm just kind of rambling on here, just trying to think of narrowing it down in a few words, but it's not easy. Trying to make a living doing your art or for any creative field. But yeah, it's interesting.
I think that there is like a lot of competition there.
Oh, tons. Yeah, it's everybody wants to do it, and just trying to make a name for yourself in acting or music. It's not easy, but it's if you really love it and you're really passionate about it, then you'll do it no matter what, and keep growing and getting better. It's kind of it's a vocation for me. It's something I have to do. I love it so much. I wouldn't be happy doing anything else. So
If you love it, you have to try it.
absolutely.
The artist life in quarantine.
That was it was more solo and less collaboration, so it's kind of nice. You could just kind of reflect and go in, spend time with yourself and grow in your craft solo without, you definitely miss the collaboration with other artists and creatives, but it was there's always a bright side to things, and was able to grow in certain ways and research different things that I wanted to learn and grow in and strengthen some weak spots. But it wasn't all bad.
It's like you believe a lot of personal growing. You believe a lot of that, and that's cool because
Yeah,
not a lot of people think about that in
yeah,
quarantine.
yeah, definitely. It was at least, I wasn't going through it completely solo. At least I had my girl with me, so that was kind of nice, but yeah, I definitely feel for the people that were going through quarantine in big cities that were just alone in their little apartments and stuff like that. At least I had someone I love with me next to me, so that was good.
Physical contact.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Oh, big
couldn't feel that with family. Like physical contact, yeah. Relation, relationship with someone you love with physical contact.
Absolutely. I just tried to make the most of it, and learn and grow in my craft and all that stuff.
Man, I have to say it, but I think that you're living in a jungle. I love that.
Oh yeah. It's a jungle in the city.
Yeah, man. It's like it's weird. We don't have that in Argentina, in here, but we don't have that type of nature,
No.
like near the city.
Yeah, it's
But
kind of the city you live in Argentina is mostly kind of like New York City and a lot of big buildings.
yeah, we of course we have houses near the jungle or the mountains, but we don't have that like city near the jungle.
Yeah.
Here we don't have it. We are just like
What's
uh,
it in Argentina right now? It's 4 hours ahead.
it's now it's 2:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, we are having lunch.
It was cool because when I started running ads for the song "Call It," a lot of the people that were connecting with it were in South America, and Brazil, Argentina, and Peru. So it's cool that I'll have to do a South American tour one of these days.
Yeah, man. I'm one of the Latin America who was listening that song because, well, okay, I have to be honest, man. When I watch Call It on a publicity, I followed you and I read like Redondo Red, and when I read Redondo, I found that you were Latin America living in the USA or something else.
Yeah,
Because I don't know.
yeah.
So I have to ask to you why Redondo Red?
So the street I lived off Redondo Street in Mid City. It's here in Los Angeles, and right off Redondo Street, I live behind a red door. So Redondo Red, behind a red door off Redondo Street is where I kind of built up the confidence to pursue music, and you know, to really, that's kind of where I started writing songs and crafting my catalog of songs. And I didn't want to just be Brendan Garrett for my music. I kind of wanted to have a music moniker and a cool name. So I was trying to, that's where I came up with it. I was on the roof strumming the guitar, and I saw the street light turn red on Redondo Street, and I was like, that's it. It was a kind of a cool moment.
I love it because it's like the mechanisms that and like rapper's name up make.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I like that. Please tell me a bit of Down in Flames.
Down in Flames, I wrote a long time ago. When I first started writing, music, and it started with the guitar melody, and then I just started kind of the matching the melody of the vocals to the guitar melody, and then it just kind of came out from there, and it started with I know that you and me went down in flames, and I was just kind of just thinking about like a past breakup. I wasn't like going through it at the time, but I was just kind of thinking of uh just a love lost, and kind of a love letter to a love lost, that someone that you don't talk to anymore, that you had a good relationship with, that you loved, and but you don't talk anymore. So the song was kind of like a love letter to a love lost, and then I would just kind of like play it for family and friends, or at played it at a couple live shows, and people seemed to really like that one. But yeah, I've been playing it for years. I finally just recorded it, so happy to get that out there. I didn't really do much promotion to it. It's funny that you ask about that song. It's just because I didn't really promote that one at all. But
Yeah,
you like
I
that one?
yeah, I love that.
Oh, nice.
Man, I love all your fucking songs.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much.
I want to ask you like the situation about like past love, your about Down in Flames. I just want to ask, was real or was
Yeah.
like, because
Yeah.
I know a lot of artists that, sorry if I interrupts you.
Oh, no, no, you're good, bro. No worries.
I know a lot of artists that they write songs about love or about I don't know, uh, other things, but they don't live that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Some people are able to do it. This one was based on something, yeah, something real and true, I think. But doesn't necessarily, the effectiveness of the song necessarily doesn't have to be based in truth, but if they're able to like channel that emotion, and
Yeah,
and convey it in a way, then people could connect with it.
yeah, I know that. Do you think that your songs is like more of you or more of about what you think?
I think it's all personal. That's all like about me, or let's call it. All it was just we made that in one night, and it was just kind of like lightning in a bottle, just like kind of. I had the hook, like the black rum on the black rock, white chucks on the black top. That I had that hook written, and then so sometimes it's just like a creative burst, but it's not all like autobiographical. Sometimes just kind of vibing with the beat or the music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. It's like the connection with the you and your music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I love your I love your tiger.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. It's for sport.
No, I just found this at a thrift shop.
Have you done sports?
Yeah, I grew up playing all the sports: baseball, soccer, football, lacrosse, baseball. I grew up playing tons of sports. And now I just do like personal sports like surfing, and surfing is my favorite sport. But yeah, I did competitive like group sports growing up.
Do you do sports with when you was a child, or you
Yeah.
were more for art?
No, I mostly did sports. I didn't do art growing up. I wasn't a trained musician, or I didn't do acting or music growing up. I was just playing sports all the time.
How do you hand or yeah? Do you deal with the music or the acting when you was a child?
I connected with it. I grew up in a house that was always playing music, and both my parents love music, and I always loved it. And I grew up loving movies too. I'm not like a huge movie buff, but I grew up, loving it and being interested in it, but never thinking that I would pursue it myself. That dream and desire to do that came later in life.
It's not too hard, but it's hard about follow your dreams.
Yeah,
It's dangerous.
yeah. It's like you could fail at doing something you don't want to do, a career that you're not that passionate about. So you might as well give it a go doing something you love, you know?
We talk about college and talk about Johnny Flames, but I want to ask you like, what's for you your like magnum opus or your masterpiece on acting and on music?
For the music, I think the song I'm most proud of is Richest Man, the love song that I wrote for my girlfriend. That one, and the response has been amazing from that one. That was my first song that was played on the radio, and that was a really cool experience. And just the songwriting, it's and the production, and I'm proud of that song. It's just kind of relatable and real and honest, and people can get that earnestness from it, and they can relate to it. Acting wise, being on the show Criminal Minds, that was pretty cool just because it's a big TV show. But honestly, these Wheezy commercials have been a highlight because I'm able to put so much of myself into the role, and it's kind of grown and continued to keep going.
What show? Sorry, I
Oh,
didn't.
it was Criminal Minds. It was just kind of my first co-star.
What?
It was my first co-star in a TV show. It was a very small part, but that was cool just to be on that show, you know?
It's Criminal Minds, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how you, Brandon, or North Americans who deal with that, but it's Criminal Minds. Here,
Yeah.
we can't go to, I don't know, some programs, but it's Criminal Minds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that show it was a big show, so it was a cool experience to be on that one for a brief moment.
How do you get, talking about acting, your acting specifically, like your humor? How do you how do you get along about humor? How do you deal with the like cancellation about that?
How do I deal with rejection or
Yeah, something like that, like the evolution of the society.
like how did I get my sense of humor?
Yeah,
Well, I think just growing up, my dad is really funny and he's always cracking jokes and has a great sense of humor. He's always like pulling pranks and I think I got a lot of my sense of humor from him, the way he's able to you know, just hold court and own the room and tell jokes and stuff like that. And the way I'm able to handle rejection or stay positive or keep my sense of humor throughout the whole thing is staying positive and finding things to keep yourself busy in the downtime, like creating your own content and doing skits. And if you're not working professionally, just creating something on your own.
be on your work and don't like listen to others or
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to take the opinions of others, you know, all the time. You got to, if you have a burning desire for something, you got to just stick with it and keep going no matter what other people say or no matter people are telling you how hard it is.
please tell me to finish. Yes, we have just two questions
Okay.
about what do you want to be, what are you watching you in a play in 6 years, 10 years with the acting and the music.
Well, I think with the acting side of things, to be you know, an in-demand leading man in major motion pictures, to not have to audition for things anymore and just be offered jobs and just be able to tell different stories through movies. That's a big one. And music, you know, the I'm dreaming big and wanting to, you know, play big shows and create amazing, you know, albums and just continue to grow as an artist and create music that connects with millions of people all over the world and go on tours and just you know, spread as much love and connect with as many people as possible through music and movies, and just to really continue to grow in those two things and become better at my craft. And
I will leave you as long as you want to promote or give the message you want about what you want and basically what comes out at the moment. What do you want to say? Well, a message you want to say, or you can promote. You can do anything you want.
well, like a message, you know, to anybody that's watching this, you know, if you that it's never too late to pursue a dream you have. It's never too late to pivot and change directions. I didn't become a musician or a songwriter till later in life, and so if you have that burning desire to do something, you know, take that risk and go for it, and just continue to get better at whatever it is you want to do, and for a personal promotion thing, if you want to follow, you know, I'm most active on Instagram. If you want to follow my journey along there from the ground floor and up, from where I'm at now to playing those sunset sets on the main stage at music festivals all over the world, join the journey on Instagram or follow along on Spotify. And I'll come play a show in Argentina one of these days.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much about receiving the interview. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and thanks for having me, and appreciate I appreciate that you like the music and the acting and all that stuff. It's awesome.
Okay, thank you very much, and I wish I see you the next time. I don't know.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, man.